Hello guys, today we're gonna do a test of the NOS system with the new nitrous plate. I hooked it up. It's a bit of a mess, but I'm gonna make the cables much nicer. But that's how they came out last time, and I was lucky. It was almost plug and play to put it back. This is the wiring diagram. I hooked it up according to this. And when we do the final mounting, I'm gonna explain much better how we will do all the cabling and stuff. And I tested it and it works. So now I'm busy mounting the NOS plate again. I got some new small bolts, Imbraco instead of the Phillips head. And there's only one problem in the plate. One bolt broke off. I don't know if you can see it, but yeah, one of this one here broke off, so that sucks. But yeah, there's gonna be enough bolts to hold it all together, so for a test, and then later on I'm gonna try to mill it out. This is the O-ring for the NOS plate in rubber, and this is the other side, which has the ring groove. And yeah, so I hooked up the tank with some fuel in it still from the solenoids, all the wiring. I got some new big jets. This is, let's see, 28 and 32, so that's gonna be more than enough. I'm gonna start lower, of course. I got some new nipples as well. And in the final design, the pump will be different too. It's still the old pump, but just to test the spray pattern of the plate. I have never hooked it up, the aluminum plate. So yeah, we're gonna try that now. We're gonna bolt it together and I'll be back. So the system is hooked up. This is the on switch. See, then you hear the pump making noises. Hopefully it's pumping the fuel. Maybe hold it a bit like this so it gets fuel. Now we're just gonna do first a fuel test. So this is the push button. Yeah, there it is. I'm gonna take a rag. Yeah, looks good. There's fuel coming out. The spray pattern doesn't look good. Yeah, so we're gonna hook up the NOS too. So yeah, as you can see, it sprays fuel, but I'm gonna have to modify the O-ring a bit, the seal. Basically, I think the angles of the injection were not so good. It looked all over the place, not really pointed downwards like we wanted. So yeah, I'm gonna do that when it's cooled off, because you don't want to touch it now. But yeah, so let me explain a bit more how the system totally works. So this is the NOS bottle. This is the push button that's at my handlebars. This is the main activation switch. This is, you need a very good battery for NOS, because it draws a lot of amps. This is a relay, which switches the solenoids. So these are the solenoids. And the relay switches this on because it draws a lot of current. You need a relay. This is the fuel pump, and then these are just the NOS lines going to the plate. So, and the thing with the plate is we want to inject it straight into the engine and cool down the intake as well a bit and draw it in. Basically it has an effect, everything should be sucked into the hole. So maybe the first tests were much better than the CNC plate, because I think the O-ring needs a bit modified, and maybe the bolt is leaking here as well. So I have one bolt fucked up, because the Phillips screws were way too tight, and it just cracked off when I removed it. So yeah, but the thing why I made it in CNC seems to work. So it's not getting looser here. The joints are very good, and it cools off the whole plate. It's super frosty. So the plastic didn't guide didn't cool off basically, because plastic doesn't transfer heat so well. So, but this seems to be good. Now I just need to do a little bit more detailed, or maybe I'm gonna try without the O-ring and see if that is better. I'm almost out of fuel though, so then the bottle is still some NOS in it, so yeah. Okay, so test number 2, I modified the O-ring, the rubber thing a bit, and let's see if it's better. Just fuel. Now with the NOS, so let's open it up again. Okay. Okay, so what I did in test number 2, in test number 2 I changed the jets as well. I think the 32 was just giving way too much fuel. Okay, so for this test it was like better, I found. We know we changed the plate a bit so it injects more downward, and the fuel was nicely getting in every hole. You saw fuel coming out. The NOS is also, there's a lot of spray, but it's a 32 jet on the NOS now, so yeah, you can't, I think to do a proper test I would have to get my jets at my friend, and when I get them all back I can try with smaller jets, the ones I'm used to seeing, because I think now it's all just way too much fuel, too much NOS. 28 on the fuel and 32 on the NOS seemed better, but because it's so big you don't see the pattern basically. Okay, well, thanks for watching, see you later guys.